What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and there are other things going on today outside of everything going on over in Russia and Ukraine, which I'll continue to cover as long as it's something you're all interested in. I wouldn't expect deep cut political takes, but what I will do is every couple of hours condense everything that's happened and put it in a video for you. LeBron James looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. Now, in the past few days, we've seen Kyle Rittenhouse come out with his Media Accountability Project, which is a project that seems to be a fundraiser for his lawsuits, but then also potentially funding other things like an app and other things that will support independent journalists. I applaud his effort. I've made my concerns clear about, focusing on getting these lawsuits filed. So I hope that he's doing so. But there's a pretty interesting little update yesterday that was, quite good to see. And we'll get into all that after a quick word from this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access VPN. Look, it's 2022. Everyone should be using a VPN by now. They unlock content, they provide an immense amount of privacy, and much more. From a privacy standpoint, not using private internet access would be like forgetting to mute yourself on Zoom and then talking about your coworkers. For unblocking content worldwide, watching Netflix without private internet access is like paying for an entire spa day, but only getting a facial. Private internet access unlocks content. It adds an extra layer of protection. It conceals your internet traffic, your true IP, yours alone. You can access your favorite content, region-locked content. There are thousands of worldwide server locations. And I've been working with private internet access so long, they have a massive discount for you, my subscribers, when you use the link in the description or in the pinned comment down below. So get protected, get access to all the content you deserve, and save huge by using my custom link in the description or pinned comment down below to get private internet access today. So we saw earlier, yesterday, Kyle naming some other names, particularly Whoopi Goldberg, who decided to refer to him as the M-word even after being acquitted, the Young Turks even after being acquitted, other weirdo news people that I'd never heard of, also some news networks in particular. Yesterday, he went on a show, Drew Hernandez, I believe, and called out in one person in particular, LeBron James, which I am absolutely happy to hear. I was a Lakers fan before he said that, Kyle adds. LeBron James to the list of famous people and politicians he's suing for defamation after NBA star said Kenosha teen faked tears in court. I'm not sure that that's... See, like, this is kind of what I'm talking about. LeBron, I can have as heinous, as stupid a take as he wants. Saying that it was fake tears, I'm not sure that you can sue for that. This is kind of what I'm talking about with, like, focusing a little bit. Like, you're not going to win a lawsuit against LeBron James because he called your tears fake. That's just not going to happen. I know that you want to get some retribution for everyone who wronged you, but this is what I mean about picking targets. I don't think you'd call that liable. I'm not a lawyer, though, and maybe it's just about dragging him through court. It cost him some money. I don't know. Kyle said he's renounced his Lakers fandom and has now plans to sue their star player, LeBron James, as a part of an attempt to go after everyone he claims defamed him before he was cleared. Kyle said that he wanted to hold major media and entertainment figures accountable, was chiefly reacting to the NBA superstar's accusations that he faked his tears during the trial. The teen who took the stand in his own defense and became emotional when he talked about defending himself. I've gotten so good now. I see like their propaganda. I just skip right over it. Anyway, James mocked his tears to his 50 million followers. What tears? I don't see one. Man, knock it off. That boy ate some lemon heads before walking into court. I mean, fine. I guess. if you want to be an idiot, this wouldn't even be the first time that LeBron's made an idiotic statement, which we'll talk about in a second too. I like LeBron, Kyle said in December. And then I'm like, you know what? F you, LeBron. I was a Lakers fan too, he said before that, he added. Little disappointed that a fellow Wisconsinite is a Lakers fan, especially when the Bucks have been so good. Last November, obviously, he was found not guilty. Speaking to Tucker on Fox News on Monday night, Kyle said he wanted to hold major media and entertainment figures accountable, noting that he had talk show host Whoopi Goldberg in his sights. Again, the Whoopi case seems tough to me. Maybe people with more knowledge of like legal matters, like LawTube, will probably be able to break this down better. I don't know if that's a case either. It's her opinion. It's a dumb thing to say. It's incorrect. It's purposely like meant to villainize him. But I don't know if he wins that case either. It's tough. I would rather Kyle focus on, I think this is a mistake, and maybe I'm wrong, but I want him to focus on like the news organizations that knowingly lied about you. The ones that repeatedly said you crossed straight lines. The ones that repeatedly said your mother did it. The ones that literally called you like racist or all these other things with no evidence of that. These are the people that I would go after with slander lawsuits or defamation lawsuits, because they're extraordinarily difficult to win. Yes, I know Nicholas Sandmann did it, but I think he went after people who did what I'm talking about, who, like these news organizations that called him all sorts of heinous names, claimed he was the aggressor, and then continued to do it even though they had evidence to the contrary. I think these are the cases that you have an actual chance of winning. Somebody who calls you something mean on the internet, you're probably not winning a defamation lawsuit against them. Maybe I'm wrong. I still support Kyle. I'm concerned that he's getting bad advice again, and that, you know, he can send these people letters and stuff, and that's fine, but like, you're probably not winning suing LeBron James for him saying your cheers were fake. You have to actually have damages from that. I suppose you could go with some sort of emotional distress. But so I talked about this in the other video. I had a legitimate news website defame me, purposely so. And even in getting them to issue a retraction, when I talked to them on the phone, the owner of the website, I said, you and I both know I'm not going to win this lawsuit, but I'll file it anyway. And we're going to spend a lot of money arguing over a stupid article that hardly anybody read. And that's how things get done in the real world. This idealized, like somebody said something wrong about me, so I get to take their money. It doesn't usually work out that way. The media has been sued numerous times. Look at all the just complete lies that were spread about Johnny. I believe he had an excellent case to win against, what was it, the Sun, who called him something awful. He lost. Even with mountains of evidence to support the contrary, he still lost. And he spent millions of dollars to do it. So I think you have to get really careful about, you know, who you're going to go after. Like this cop probably had a case. If you remember, LeBron famously had to delete this tweet because a white officer saved the life of a black female. You could see here the innocent person who just didn't do anything was holding a sharp, pointy object and about to stick it in someone else when this officer's instant, amazing reaction time and incredible aim neutralized the source. But what does LeBron do? You're next. I mean, that was a threat. He, of course, was completely incorrect about that. And in my opinion, legitimately put this officer's life in danger. We know the type of people that fly under this banner, this like ACAB stuff. They're lunatics. Put this guy's life at risk. He deleted it probably because he probably had a situation there where he might have gotten sued. Like, what if something had happened to this guy? And then that person followed LeBron on Twitter, and then now LeBron's getting taken for $500 million. Rightfully so, if that would have happened. So, I mean, LeBron is no stranger to being an idiot, but I'm not sure that making fun of Kyle's tears, as gross as it was, is a suable offense. I just want Kyle to focus. You see here, Kyle comes out and speaks against the BLM organization, as well as talks about adding LeBron to his list.
You actually support all of that?
No, I support Black Lives Mattering. I support Black Lives Matter. They do matter.
And I think everyone wants to know as well, what are your plans for LeBron James?
He'll be getting a letter too.
LeBron James will be getting a letter too.
Anybody who defamed me or lied about me, we're just going to send them a letter and then deal with them in a courtroom.
So there's the actual announcement on Drew Hernandez. Again, this is not, I don't know. I would need a lawyer to really law-splain the internet to me. If only Nikki Rackets were around. Because, you know, I'm not sure that this tweet is defamatory. Now, at the time he got dragged, this is as bad as one of your take is the one you had about Uyghurs in China. Here's 25,000 likes. Did you ever find those people that vandalized your gate, which was on camera, but you never posted the video for some reason? I believe he said that they had written like a slur on his front gate, like the N-word or something like that. Either it happened and the people who did it were an inconvenient skin tone, or it never happened. Because if it was a bunch of white guys that did it, he would have posted that video on the internet. People forget that. Sarah Gonzalez, you would know all about faking. People posting that he's never read a book. Glad you could take a break from promoting slavery in China. That benefits you. To mock a kid who defended himself legally. To know you, Gadset, is to dislike you. How could an individual be wrong on every conceivable issue? What an execrable schmuck you are. Respectfully, of course. So, I mean, you know, he took his licks here. I don't think this is defamatory. I don't think it wins in court. So I really, really hope that Kyle, like, I'm concerned that he's casting too wide of a net. Maybe, hopefully I'm wrong and he's got a plan together. You know, I want to, again, shout out this video sponsored Private Internet Access. Make sure you take advantage of that insane discount they have going on right now if you use the link in the pinned comment or description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll go on to the next topic now.